Hi, everybody. Nice you could join us down here. Down in the Kirkwood Vaults. It's kind of dark down here sometimes, but we have plenty of lights to make up for that. Got a fun film for you this evening. Film I think that you're going to find entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. Gamma People. Gamma People. 1956. It's a British production. As I watched it, I kept wanting to call it Abbott and Costello Behind the Iron Curtain because it has some comic elements to it. Deals with a couple guys, Paul Douglas and Leslie Phillips, who are reporters who somehow, it's very funny how this happens, end up on the wrong side of the Iron Curtain, and their train ends up in a strange kind of, Tyrolean town where people are controlled by some strange scientist who's doing experiments on their kids with gamma rays. And either you turn into a zombie, or you turn into a genius type kid. I'm not sure which one I would like to be. Zombies actually have some qualities that I enjoy. Okay, particularly zombies who maybe do my bidding. I don't know if I'd want to be a zombie myself. Film was directed by John Gilling, who later went on to do some very interesting films at Hammer. Reptile, Plague of the Zombies, a film called Mania. Made some interesting stuff. This film has a nice black and white photography, kind of strange, otherworldly. It also reminds me of the sort of a pre-Sound of Music type of film, because the setting is very full of the kind of dress that you see in that Sound of Music type of world. The film was shot by Ted Moore. And you remember Ted Moore? Did most of the James Bond films up through Man with the Golden Gun, from Dr. No on. He also did Psychomania, Day of the Triffids, things that we've seen on here and enjoyed quite a bit. He, adds a nice quality and look to this movie. The film also was produced by the future James Bond producer, Albert Broccoli, or Cubby Broccoli, as some people call him. And really, this film doesn't have any of the James Bond qualities except for the camera work by Ted Moore. The film, it's got Paul Douglas. This is one of his last roles that he's going to be working on. You might remember him. I remember Paul Douglas mostly from baseball-type movies. Rhubarb, the one with Ray Milland. He always played sort of a rough and gruff catcher or a coach. He was in Angels in the Outfield. If you see him, you'll notice he's very much of that gruff baseball-type player type of guy. Yeah. The Leslie Phillips guy, he's an interesting guy. He kind of a comic British actor at this time. Today, if you watch the Tomb Raider film, he played Wilson, the butler. Likewise, he did the voice in the Harry Potter film, the first one. He's the Sorting Hat. Okay, so he does a lot of voices and things. He doesn't end up in any Smurf cartoons, which would have been a benefit for him, I think. But he does do some animation voices and things like that. I think you're going to enjoy this film. Got some really interesting ideas about what happens when gamma rays are employed. They wear a neat little helmet when they are exposed to gamma rays. I'd like to get one of those helmets. It'd be kind of neat to get your hands on.